The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. Don't get it twisted. Don't get up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Angel Reese took shots at LeBron James off the court after he casually praised Caitlin Clark with a no-look shout-out. Reese appeared bothered that LeBron was so open about supporting Clark, even though Clark has earned respect with her deep shooting. In all the noise, Reese treated simple praise like a personal slight and reacted like someone caught being petty online. What started as a basic compliment quickly turned into a mix of bruised egos, scoreboard chatter, and the kind of small drama that feels like it belongs in a private group chat.
There's not that many people that can relate to everything that she's been through. There's not that many folks that know what it's like to be in her shoes, but someone that does is LeBron James, right? And here is what he told Esquire when he was asked about Caitlin Clark. He said, "I have a great deal of respect for her because I know exactly what it means to be drafted, to be the face of a franchise, and also get the scrutiny from a lot of people that don't believe you're ready for the next."
LeBron James, who often speaks about sports and motivation, shared another public message of support. This time it was for Caitlin Clark, the Iowa guard who's been draining threes and drawing massive attention in the WNBA. That one post sparked a ripple effect. Whenever LeBron shows public support, people pay attention, and someone tied to the Chicago Sky clearly didn't like what it suggested. As soon as he posted, the conversation around the league started heating up fast.
I don't really get too starstruck from people, and that was like a moment that I was like, I knew I was going to meet him when I was coming to the game, and that's like one of my idols. Like, LeBron is the GOAT to me, so I don't know, it was just like a crazy moment where I got to meet him in the back.
Here's how it unfolded. After a short Lakers playoff run, LeBron chose to highlight who he believes represents the future of women's basketball. That alone wasn't unusual. The issue was how it came across. A big, glowing Instagram post about Clark didn't just feel like praise. To some, it sounded like he had officially picked his favorite rookie, almost like he was saying, "This is the player I'm backing."
But LeBron James said, triple-double, basically. But I'm going to post it so you can see it. So here you go. LeBron James says, "Triple dub, CC, great way to kick off the season." Clapping hands. That's what he said. That's what he tweeted. Congratulate someone on a triple double. And this is the type of response the Crash Out Angel congregation is giving you today. They have lost it. I mean, if you need to go check some people into mental hospitals, a lot of people should get Baker acted right about now because they've all lost their minds.
The timing made it worse for Angel Reese. LeBron's post came right after Clark recorded a triple-double against the Chicago Sky, Reese's team. That same game, Reese struggled, shooting 5 for 11, and it likely felt like nothing was falling for her. So the shout-out didn't seem random. Even if it wasn't meant that way, it probably felt personal.
Now, if we can translate this to a win, your team is...
While Reese had a tough night, Clark looked unstoppable. She cut through the Sky's defense and ran the game with confidence. LeBron celebrated her online like a proud fan sharing big news. From Reese's perspective, it may have felt like she didn't exist in that moment. That's when the subtle shade began, because to her, it looked like the spotlight skipped her completely.
LeBron James, triple-double CC, great way to kick off the season. Isn't LeBron my GOAT, but she didn't even catch exactly what Angel did last night and got killed for. I don't know what this exactly means. But by the way, this guy's actual content on Chicago Sky. Actual content in the Sky is actually pretty good. I've watched a couple of his videos. It's actually pretty good. I can't lie. Like, I genuinely can't lie. But speaking of Angel 2, LeBron triple-double, a real one. Thoughts on the Knicks. And straight away, you're seeing LeBron James. I'm 100% pulling away the...
Reese's WNBA debut hasn't been smooth. She entered with major fame, a huge social media following, and strong brand deals, so expectations were extremely high. But her performance, especially her shooting, hasn't matched the hype yet. Frustration has been building, and the stats haven't helped. Meanwhile, Clark keeps knocking down deep shots with ease. It stung even more when Kelsey Plum scored 28 points and hit Reese with a too small gesture after a layup, a clear on-court message that she was getting outplayed.
So, LeBron James is under attack himself now because he decided to shout out Caitlin Clark for her performance. There he is right here, triple dub CC. Great way to kick off the season. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do because the Angel Reese fans decided to come after LeBron.
Now even Reese's critics are piling on, and social media turned everything into a spectacle as soon as LeBron posted. Memes spread everywhere, jokes about LeBron adopting Clark took off, and Reese became the target in many posts. The internet treated it like must-see entertainment. Reese responded in today's style, indirect posts, visible attitude, and interview expressions that spoke loudly without direct words. She knows how fast public opinion can flip, and right now she's being painted as the villain while Clark gets the hero label.
The game off in the first few minutes, Angel Reese had played 8 minutes, 0 points, 7 rebounds. Not to mention she was 0 for 5 on layups. And with about 2 minutes left in this game, Chicago is getting completely blown out by New York, and Angel Reese has played the most minutes of any starter at 27. She is 0 for 8 on shot attempts. She has 2 points and 12 rebounds. So do you think the rumors are true that people just do not like to watch Angel Reese because they don't like her, or is it because she's not very good?
Clark never asked for any of this. She simply thanked LeBron respectfully and moved forward. For Reese, though, it probably felt like watching a clip she didn't want replayed non-stop. Then came the toughest moment. Indiana crushed Chicago 93-58. It wasn't close. It was a blowout. Reese didn't just struggle quietly. Every miss became online content. If she had joined the league quietly, it would look like normal rookie adjustment. But she arrived as a star, calling herself the future and building her image around that. Now the slump looks bigger, and the criticism sounds louder.
Caitlin Clark did talk about some basketball in a sense during her time interview, and part of that was LeBron James. LeBron has come to Clark's defense on many occasions. LeBron, you know, the phrase is game recognizes game or real recognizes real. He has come out since she was in college, really, and supported her and talked about how she's the truth. He also said, you know, that the women of the WNBA, the reason for the changes they got, I think this was when the charter flight thing came out, was because...
Clark, meanwhile, continues putting up big numbers while staying composed and letting her play speak for itself. She isn't chasing controversy, which makes it harder for anyone to drag her into it. Her response to LeBron was a simple thank you, no hidden messages. That calm attitude makes Reese seem even more frustrated, almost like arguing with someone who refuses to argue back. Reese is balancing missed shots with the feeling that the spotlight is shifting elsewhere. It's like watching one person become the center of attention while another clearly struggles with it, except it's unfolding on national television.
LeBron never messaged me like directly, but it's been cool to like just see his support of myself and the W overall. Like you can tell he really watches and turns it on, and yeah, like he's been a kind of a big fan of myself from college and now in the W. So I mean, he's the greatest basketball player of all time, so I think that's pretty.
Here's the bottom line. Reese is talented, and no serious fan denies that. But right now, she's creating more headlines than highlight plays. Clark is collecting triple-doubles, while Reese is dealing with technical fouls and cold shooting nights, which fuels constant comparisons. From Reese's view, LeBron's support might sound like she wasn't the chosen one. LeBron has always celebrated whoever is shining brightest. When you're winning, he praises you loudly. When you're struggling, he stays respectful but doesn't spotlight you. That's the real challenge for Reese. She's not just competing with Clark. She's fighting her own numbers and the non-stop online wave pushing Clark as the main star.
Guys, Caitlin's cooking. I'm talking about Martha Stewart, Gordon Ramsay cooking. She is cooking everybody in the WNBA right now. If you don't know Caitlin, here's a little backstory on her. She went to Iowa. She graduated from Iowa. She has the most points scored for a women's college basketball player ever. Not to mention, she has the most points scored out of any man ever in college basketball history.
The drama feels so intense it could be a weekly streaming series. Clark stays calm, keeps scoring, and keeps gaining attention. Reese appears more emotional and more frustrated, especially when major figures praise her rival. She still has time to flip the narrative since the season isn't finished and she has the ability to do it. But the pressure is real, and online jokes don't just vanish. The wild part is that LeBron likely never meant to disrespect Reese. He saw Clark doing something impressive and gave her credit. That was it. Yet that single moment hit the league like a spark and instantly exposed every rivalry and insecurity already there.
Do you think it's fair for Angel Reese to be painted as the villain? We know what Caitlin Clark has done for the WNBA. Last year, it was 22 WNBA games that got over 1 million views. Caitlin Clark participated in 19 of them. So it's a fact that she's brought more viewership. But is it fair for Angel Reese to get painted as the villain?
Unfortunately, yes, because she does it to herself. You feel me? That's the game she plays. She likes to talk a lot of trash. She likes to, because she's from Baltimore or something like that. That's her personality, right? She likes to get up in people's face. And you can do that, but if you don't have the game to back it up.
This is only the beginning, not the finale. The season is young, which means more comments, more clips, more interviews, and more subtle social media reactions are coming. We're watching a rivalry grow live, fueled by headlines, fan arguments, and LeBron's influence even when he isn't trying to cause anything. The Reese versus Clark storyline is building fast, and LeBron will probably stay on the outside, unaware of how much his one post intensified it. Reese added to the tension in post-game talks, speaking in a way that felt layered, with pauses and expressions that hinted at more than her words. If you paid attention, it sounded like she wants that same loud public respect too.
Clark is clearly a better basketball player than Angel Reese.
But you know what's crazy? Because I don't...
But Angel Reese is a good player, but she just plays two different positions. Like, it's not even the same type of game.
But there's always a conversation about, y'all don't see that? About who's better out of the two ladies, Caitlin or Angel Reese? I always thought...
I don't see that conversation anymore.
Okay, not anymore, right? But in the beginning, yes. And I actually started to watch some of the clips because I wanted to determine for myself. And then I was like, oh, Caitlin is obviously really a great player. I don't know why they even have the conversation.
Reese is also leaning into a new public angle, suggesting that confidence in a black woman is judged differently. That point carries real history and isn't something to dismiss. But when shots aren't falling and the stat sheet looks tough, the discussion shifts quickly, and many people focus only on numbers. So Reese is being cast as the misunderstood anti-hero, whether she wanted that role or not. Meanwhile, Clark keeps smiling, appearing in ads, landing magazine features, and exceeding rookie expectations while acting like it's routine. The league benefits because the storyline markets itself. Each matchup becomes more than basketball, with fans choosing sides based on style, personality, and identity as much as performance. And LeBron ends up as the unintended spark, offering praise that turned into chaos.
I'm gonna say this one time, very, very clear. Angel Reese fans, all you black supporters, you pro-black supporters, whatever you want to call yourselves, that's going on about this situation where Clark pushed Reese, leave LeBron alone.
I mean, wow. Shut the hell up, weak-ass N-word. Oh, I mean, honestly. Did you miss those Diddy parties yet? Question mark. Ooh. There's a lot of black athletes you could be celebrating instead of this YT girl. Is that supposed to be white girl? Is that what we're doing? Is that some slang for white girl? I don't know. For white? I don't know. Speak about Angel too. I mean, LeBron has been so pro-black that he's torched his reputation and lost half of the NBA fan base tuned out for 4 years.
That's part of what makes sports so compelling. It isn't just about points and rebounds. It's about pride, attention, respect, and the desire to be the name everyone discusses. Reese clearly isn't planning to fade quietly. She has the platform, the personality, and enough fire to either turn this into a comeback story or make it even more dramatic. Either way, People will keep watching because this rivalry has everyone paying attention. 15. Now the pressure truly builds, because this goes beyond a single Instagram post. For Reese, every game starts to feel like a response, even if she stays silent. When you enter the league calling yourself the future and branding yourself as a star, a cold shooting night doesn't look like normal rookie growth. It becomes a headline and a debate. And when Clark is right there putting up big numbers while staying composed, the spotlight burns brighter. This is where Reese must choose what matters more, winning the discussion or winning games. The only way to shift the talk is steady production. Her strengths remain effort, rebounding, toughness, and presence. If she builds around those, simplifies her decisions, and finishes easy opportunities, confidence can return quickly. The key is not treating every possession like a statement. When every shot feels like proof, rhythm breaks, mistakes grow, and noise increases. A few strong, clean games in a row can flip the tone completely. The same internet laughing today can post comeback highlights tomorrow. 16. For Clark, the approach stays simple, but her pressure rises too. She must remain steady, avoid the noise, and let performance speak, because that calm style is why people believe in her. When points, assists, and big plays keep coming, endorsements feel earned, not exaggerated. The more consistent she is, the more she'll be seen as the leader of this rookie class, which will push Reese in both frustration and drive. The next matchup won't feel ordinary. It will feel like a statement game, with louder crowds, sharper media focus, and every play clipped online. Statement games either change the story or lock it in deeper. Reese will get a chance to show her value through clear impact. Clark will get a chance to prove her start isn't temporary but a standard. Even if LeBron stays quiet, his earlier praise will linger. Every big Clark game will bring "he was right" comments, and every Reese struggle will be viewed through that lens. The coming weeks matter most, because this is when a rivalry either balances out or becomes one-sided.